Hi, guys, and welcome. Today is Thursday, and I get to be a guest medium on Find Me a Medium. Thank you, Veronica Jenkins, for setting up this forum so that we can come together as a community to bring upliftment and inspiration. It is my goal to hold space for spirit in the way that your soul is needing it today. So I'm just going to give it a second for those to jump in. I was guided to use a deck that my girlfriend made. She created, and her name is Amy Louise. She's a little spirit artist. Very pretty cards. So I really love her deck of cards. And so these are the cards that I was shown to bring in. So I'm just going to kind of give you a little glimpse of her cards and what they look like. Hi, Sarah. So nice to have you here, Sarah. I'm following you on TikTok now, so that's so cool. I'm going to follow on my phone because sometimes, too, the names don't pop up. So Edwina, thank you for being back. Thank you for being here. I know that when you made the little comment, like, you're excited for me to be here, I'm really grateful to be here with you all as well. So this has been really fun. Just holding space and coming in for the community. So if you could put your names in the comment, that would be great. The other thing is that, hi, Anna. If you wish to jump in with me, you can ask Veronica to send you in the link for StreamYard, which will allow you to bring you backstage with me and we can go live together. So I can see some of your names and then some of them I can't. So I'm sorry if I don't see your name, so I can't give you a shout out. So this is me coming in on Thursday and flowing with each and every one of you. I'm trying to find the link so that I can share the live on my personal page. Yay! So, and I was guided a little bit. I wanted to just, while I'm pulling cards and doing messages, I wanted to ask you guys, because I know a lot of you are all very gifted and you're all in this work. And I thought, let's ask and let's exchange information to see what do you guys do to bring in the healing? Like, what do you do when you're not glowing, right? Like you feel like you're just not in that flow. Like, how do you bring yourself back to alignment? Because for me, I was like, let's glow. That's my motto. Let's glow. And I want to also say sometimes I don't always feel like I'm glowing, but I know that I'm always divinely connected. I know I'm with spirit. I know I'm in that meditation. I love that. Yeah, meditation. Veronica was pulling me back and I was in the flow and I was in meditation. I was bringing in the colors and I was attuning my energy. So I just wanted to ask, like, what do you guys do to make that subtle shift? And so it looks like a lot of you music. Oh, I love music. I love me some music. That's what's up. Yes. Music really does it for me also. I love music, sea salt baths. I listen to my body, but I also need to change things around me for the vibration. Yes. And that's important. It's about acknowledging where is the changes that need to be made, right? Isn't that important? Where is our body, our higher self calling us to make the changes? Take time alone. Yeah. I think there's always a way for us to process what we're feeling, and it doesn't make it any doesn't make us any less than, like, we're always divinely in the flow. It's just we can feel into candles and incense. So is there a certain prayer, a certain thing that you say? Hi, Gabi. How are you, mijita? Like, for me, it's really just letting spirit come in and attuning me and bringing that beautiful energy closer. Hi, Kaza, love. Hello, hello. Hi, Myra. Okay, now I can see your name. I for whatever reason, I can't find the group, so I'm having a little. I'm trying to find it so that I can share it. I found it. Yay. Okay, now I can see you guys and now I can see who's all in here, because it's interesting when you don't subscribe to YouTube and you don't subscribe to the channel, the names don't pop up. And so when you're in here, it makes it a little challenging to get everybody's name, and that I want to make sure that I'm getting everybody. So Sarah is rocking it. I saw Sarah rocking it the other day. She's got her own little TikTok. Congratulations. I follow you now. Spirit shows this, and sometimes I write and I ask my soul what it needs. Perfect. Perfect. That is also just a beautiful way to go back to spirit world and let spirit bring in the colors. Let spirit bring in that healing, that like, what do I need today? That's really mindful. Connect with nature, mindful, walking fire. So I love this conversation. I'm so glad that spirit wanted me to open this up, right? Because I think we go through this, we go through different layers of our story, and our body is unfolding, it's healing, the structures are changing, and sometimes we can feel like we're going through things and it's some personal things that I feel like, okay, it's okay to be in that, it's okay. And so I love that you guys are sharing your stuff, your stories. I practice gratitude. Yes, as not to hook as well. Yes, I love the power of the medicine of thank you. I love the power of the medicine behind being grateful. And my mother, my mom, is a perfect example of being grateful. She definitely, really, really was grateful for everything. Like everything she did was thank you. Thank you, Mija. Thank you for someone picking her up. Thank you for coffee. Thank you for my donut. Thank you for opening the door. Thank you for letting me get up. Thank you. So I love all the great feedback. Please, I love all the feedback. Amazing stuff. You guys rock it. So for those that are in here, you can take initiative and fill into what works for you. Affirmations, the power of I am. I am grounded. I am connected. I am strong. I'm in my truth, right? All of that goodness, all of that flows. Hello from Canada. So I think it's thank you for just holding space, each and one of you. Thank you for sharing your personal way of bringing things back to alignment. And I like to also like bring in the sun. I like to be on the beach. I ground. I really just take time to feel into what I'm feeling. And I honor it, and I sit in it, and I definitely push through it. And I think that's important, just to be present, still, and honor where we are in the exact moment of the power of now. And so thank you guys. And I felt like I just had to open that up in that way. And so let's go. Let's do this. Let's see where I'm guided. And let's see for everyone that's open in here. Thank you for just looking. And here's the yes, girls. Yes, divas. Yes. So let's glow, as I say, right? Let's glow. And let's go into spirit world. And I was just like, before I came in, I asked spirit to come close. I asked to be attuned to my messenger guide and to my trance guide, and to be attuned to spirit world. And I think it's important to really make that intent that I be present for you exactly in the way that your spirit needs it. So let's open up with the card, and then we'll go into spirit mediumship and we'll go back and forth. So who's open for the card? And I will go where I'm guided here. Camelia, thank you so much for being here. Lisa, thank you for being here. Iris, thank you for the kisses. I did cards today for myself, and I had empowerment, pay attention, and alchemy. Ooh, yes, Lisa, you're fire. See, I knew you were fire, girl. I knew you were fire. Okay, so I'm going to go to Sarah. Sarah's open for a card, and the card that comes through is your path. So I feel like your path is very open. I feel it to be very gold and green and blue and turquoise. So I'm getting like a lot of color for you, right? So if we interpret the turquoise, that's the yellow, right? That's the yellow and the blue. A lot of the yellow just explains that you're coming from your power. You're a teacher. You're someone that's going to go and express yourself. So when you wonder what's the turquoise, right? It's a blend of the blue and the yellow together. And when that blends, that gives you that opportunity to speak your truth, to be in your power. And so spirit is showing me the gold. So you're really, really highlighted. I feel like you're also someone who works with the fairies, because also all of a sudden I get like, there's a connection here that's coming into like Disneyland. What is the Tinkerbell? Like I want to just sprinkle a little goodness everywhere I go. So I feel like you're this person that definitely has the shimmers, that it's like, you get a shimmer, you get a shimmer. It's kind of like Oprah. You get a car, everybody gets a car. I love that. Oh my gosh, Sarah, you're amazing. Sarah, when I feel into this, I actually want to give you a mic. I actually want to give you a platform. And I don't know if you're in the UK, but I want to take you to the UK. I want to put you on stage. And I feel like there's a hesitant there that you were working through, but I felt like the road is open. I definitely get the sense for you that I love fairies. Yes. I feel like I want to give you a fairy house, girl. I also feel as I see this and I'm going into the UK, it's like the traveling. So I feel like you're going to be doing more travel. I feel like you're going to be on a stage. I feel like you're going to be doing more work. It's like all these little seeds that you started planting in September are coming into fruition. So that's what I get for you, my love. I feel like things are going to be really, really good. I want to give you the month of March. Also, some changes happened for you. And it was like you really listened to your instincts. You pushed yourself you pushed right outside of your limits, like you pushed yourself, and here's out of love. You did it out of love. So it's like you moved, you pushed forward. But interesting enough, I feel a gentleman is stepping forward that's also helping you. So there's a guy that's in your life that's like, I got you, don't worry, I'm taking care of you. March is very important, yes, because I feel like in March this was a gentleman coming in and it was like, I got you, we're going to push you. It's like they see your potential, and so they're building the confidence, they're building that energy, they're building your power up. And it's like, you know, when we're sitting in that power of spirit, we're getting that. I get that infinity sign, I sit in my power. Yes, me too. When I go dancing, you guys, I always share this when I go live. I go into my chakra system and I do the infinity symbol, boom, 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 and I put it through I run it through me and I run it through my channel. And so it's like you're really starting to embody that energy of love, right? Because we are love, spirit is love, and we're really pushing out debris and letting the energy. So this is another way that I bring in the energy to clear the chakra system, and it's like symbols, right, of infinity. So that is a really beautiful way. You are resilient and stay in your truth, because I wanted to say truth and the truth card is here. But look at that wolf. That's so powerful, right? It's like you are that wolf. You're like, stand in that, babe, and like keep going, right? And the person that's going to be coming in, a gentleman that's going to be working with you, he really has good intention. So there's this person that's really trying to help you see things differently. Even if there's not very much communication, conversation's going to flow the way it needs to. So clarity will soon come. So I'm going to leave you with that. Congratulations. I see work is really good. But I also want to bring a little balance to family here, kids and things like that. So like, it's like you're focused here, and then this is okay. So I just want to let you know this part of that, the physical self is fine, right? It's perfectly fine. And it's okay if we worry, if we haven't done certain things, but I want to give you like, don't worry about that. Like, let's cut the cord. Let's let that go. Let's get that out of your energy field, you know, because we worry as mommies, we worry as, you know, I find us as healers, we're always concerned and taking care of so many. So it's very natural for us to have those feelings, right? Very natural for us to have those feelings. Hey, Aspen girl, thank you so much for being here. Hey, Stacia, I hope you had a great birthday. And Sarah, I'm going to leave you with that. You're phenomenal. Makes sense with you. Perfect. So glad that it made sense. Karen, hi, Maya. Oh, I love the back and forth hellos. I love the back and forth hellos. Thank you so much. I'm so glad that made sense for you. Jean, thank you for being here, Jean. So nice to have you here. Hi, Rhonda. Good morning. Good morning. Do you like my cup? My goddaughter gave it to me, and she gets to sit here and watch me actually drink from it. So she knows that I use it. Hi, Samantha. So nice to have you here. Mwah. Thank you for being here, Samantha. Love your. I do too. And, you know, I'm drinking coffee now. So I did my detox tea, and now I'm back on coffee. But it's all good. I love your coffee. Me too. I love it. Okay. So I want to go to Lisa. Lisa, may I work with you? If I may, Lisa, if I may work with you. Lisa, I don't know why, but I want to give you love. I want to give you the love card as well. And I want to bring you clarity for love. So I also want to give you like a journey, like let's journey with love, right? It's like go into that spirit world. Let's bring in some healing to that love. Beautiful green comes around you. I feel like from the lower base of the chakras to the solar plex, a lot of greens coming in. I feel like it's almost like I do this because I see the angel wings open and it's just like feathers. So I feel like that's my imagination, right? That's me. And so I feel like when spirit comes in, it's like, you know, as Reiki practitioners, we're moving the energy or, you know, energy, we could see it. So I feel like when I come to you, my love, the energy is just flowing. So I just feel like this gold and this light color coming in. And I want to go to the spine. So I feel like you've been working with spirit. Hi, Mandy, love. So nice to have you here. Shout out to Mandy. Y'all don't forget to follow my girl, Mandy Louise Paul also. And when I come to you, look at the Emperor comes through. So there's a lot of healing in around this gentleman. So a lot of healing around love. And so with romance and love and just like healing. Either you've gone through some grief or some loss. So I feel like spirit's coming in, and I want to bring in that deeper energy bliss for you, like that deeper blends, like the cleanse. See, this makes sense. There's the cleanse. So it's like we're healing that part of the energy in your energy field for love and just for friendship and things like that. I feel like you think you're in your thought process, you're working through it, you're pushing it out. So I just want to say, Lisa, spirit's on it. So the angel wings come in. I know that I would have a mother that's stepping forward. I know that I'm coming in to support you. It's like almost like you have a bowl of, like, if you were to say you have plenty of, right? Like if you have all your fruit, that's a symbolic symbol of you having plenty, right? So I feel like there's plenty. You're never going to go without. So it's like you're very sustained. So mom is coming in to take care of you. I feel like they're coming in to speak your truth because she's telling me to go to your throat. I know that when I come to your throat, I want to go into like the ears, and I want to go into the third eye, because they tell me you're learning this, or you're in this field of mediumship, and it's like I want to bring you the clarity to see, to hear, and to feel. So I know with spirit, they're working with you on your senses. Hi, Eva. Thank you for being here, pretty girl. So I'm going to leave you with that. I definitely felt a lot of energy healing, and look at you, like all princess and shining bright like a diamond now. Look at you. How pretty. I love that for you. So thank you so much for just letting me hold space. Thank you for letting me be here today. It's really, really cool. Thank you. Thank you. Lisa, I love that for you. Okay, let's go. Let's see where I'm going to go next. And again, if you guys want to jump in on the live, just send Veronica a shout out, and Veronica will give you the link to jump in. Kaza, baby girl, when you were asking well-being, you know, I'm not a doctor, I don't diagnose, but what I can feel, Kaza, for you is some knee issues. So I know that there's a little bit of like some type of and I already know this of you because we spoke before. So it's like almost like an arthritis, a fibro is the sense I get. So I know that there's some issues with the bones and some muscles and tissues, but I'm rubbing my right leg. So I know that like I'm rubbing my right leg. And, you know, I also have experienced this. So I know there's like a detox or some type of cleanse that would help with this, maybe some lemon and honey and water. But of course, never take away from a physical diagnosis. Never take away from a physical diagnosis. Always stay with the actual doctor. You know, this is just what I'm feeling into. Like, how do we detox the liver? How do we cleanse this energy? And so, so I know that in the back of your spine, there's also a pinched nerve. So I also know when I come to you, it's like L4, L5. It's like you're sleeping on it incorrectly. So the way you're sleeping, it's almost like you feel like you're sleeping on rocks. And I know that when I come to you again, Spirit wants to come in and just kind of do a little bit of like feathers around your spine. Could have a card. Yes. Okay. I'm still with Kaza here. Hello, Nadia, beautiful soul. Thank you for being here. But I do know, Karen, when I'm coming to you, it's like I'm definitely going through the spine. I definitely want to go into like the nerves in there. And I feel like maybe something, this is Kaza. This is for Karen Kaza here. She's on the picture. So I know that it's almost like if you have a pinched nerve, right? And it's affecting the right side. So it's like stretching. How do we eliminate the tension in the body? How do we move the body? So this is like really doing some yoga stretches for me. And you take your time. I'm not a doctor. I'm not diagnosing. But for me, I go really slow, and I'll just kind of do like the warrior pose, or like the sun pose, right? We go out, put our hands out, stretch out. It's like really stretching and moving the body in a very gentle way. I like the goddess pose, y'all, because the goddess pose focuses on the root chakra, the sacral chakra, the solar plex, and it's like very powerful. As women, we go into that goddess pose, and it's like, yeah, right, and we're like squatting. So I feel like for you, I just want to start to stretch that part of the body. So it's like I want to stretch that, and then when you do that, that's going to help alleviate. And maybe drink some water, because when we go through things, our body holds on to energy. And I think this is why it was important that we talk about pushing energy, right? If we're working through colors. One of my students just taught us a color course, and it was really super cool, super cool. And you know, you're supposed to do your ribbons. So I had went to the dollar store, and I got all my little ribbons, and I'm like sitting there, and we're supposed to pick 3, but I'm like, oh, I need all these colors in my life, right? Because that's me. That's my brain, and that's how my brain thinks. I want all the colors in the world, right? So it's like bringing in the green, or just let spirit come in and bringing in that energy of color to you. And we do this naturally. I color. and I also bring my body in the picture, and I'll color the colors within my body of the areas that my body needs to work. So I know if I'm not communicating properly, I'll start to color blue on my picture. I'll start coloring white. So like, trust your instincts on what works. I love the way you work. I love ribbon readings. I do too, right? And this is my girl. This is my girl. My student did this. So, but for me, I just listened to my intuition. And so when I was working through my grief with my mom, I really started to draw. And I went into Deb King's circle, and I was listening to how they, and I am not a spirit artist, y'all. I'm not a spirit artist, but I did some work and it was super cool. But for Kaza, I want to just color green on your spine, right? And it's like really, and you're an artist. So I know you do spirit art, Kaza. So really bringing in that color for you. And it's bringing the energy back for you, coming to the journey back to thyself, giving yourself permission to breathe. When I went through the grief of my mom, or as I continued the grieving of my mom, I took some time, and I told Veronica this. I went into different circles, healing meditations, and I went to the communities because everyone comes together to hold space, and we're all there out of love. And when I was in there, I was letting spirit come in, and the way my soul needed the work, and the way my spirit needed to be uplifted, and color the healing. And I just kind of followed my intuition to keep drawing. And we can't take away from the grief, but we can not. I don't want to correct that. We're going through the grief, and we're honoring our grief, but we're healing and giving ourselves permission to feel into it. And I was really feeling into it. And I know you, baby. I know you from the moments that we got to connect, and it's been a beautiful opportunity. But I also want to bring in that love. I want to bring in that connection of energy. So for fibro, if there's some muscles we hold on to stress in our body, and that, when we go into emotions, it can become physical. And I've gone through those journeys. I definitely have. And so I want to just bring in that honey, the tea, and the colors, and stretch and move the body, and just keep honoring where you are at this moment. So I'm going to leave you with that, because I can go on and on and on. Thank you guys so very much for letting me hold space. Thank you for holding space for my Kaza. And Kaza, my guides want to come in and just bring us some loving gold, shimmer, sparkling fairy dust behind the spine of your back as well. And I'm going to leave you with the wish card, my love. There's the wish card. Make a wish. Make a wish. Okay, babe? So I thank you so very kindly. I thank you so very kindly for all of you being here. Thank you for opening up the platform for everybody. And then again, if you wish to join me live, Veronica will send you the link, and you can join me live as well. There's someone here that I have to connect to that is actually going through some grief. I definitely feel that, and so that's like part of my symbolic, like when I go like that, that's like a spirit comes so close to me because I could feel the grief. That's my impression, right? That I acknowledge. Lots of hearts to Kaza, lots of hearts and love to you, baby. I feel as I come in here, there is someone here that has grief, and I feel like the grief is connected to a gentleman. I feel as this person comes closer, I feel like this gentleman would have been a little older, around his 60s, is the sense I get. I feel like he's like, yes. And I feel like this person would have definitely had some breathing issues, because all of a sudden also I feel like I would have had some breathing issues. I feel when this gentleman comes closer to me, I definitely feel that I would have had some heart, like I was healthy. And I know that the heart was a problem, but I feel it was hereditary. I don't get the sense that this person was not out of shape, because I feel like they were in shape. I definitely feel when this person was in shape, they really like worked at it, went swimming, went on their bike. Like I feel like they did everything they could to monitor themselves, because I'm like checking my watch, or like I have some way of monitoring me. So it was like, how did this happen? Like, they make me feel like it was a little bit of a disbelief, because I was so healthy. I ate good. I was very healthy. I was very strong. I feel like a daughter is somebody that's in here. He says, my daughter is in here. So I know that I definitely want to connect to somebody's daughter. I definitely want to connect to somebody's daughter in here. I do feel, Samantha, I know you're in here. So I'm kind of drawn to you a little bit here with this. Samantha, if I may work with you. Thank you all for holding space. And I know someone else could be my dad. Okay. So, and Lisa, you could understand this. So could be my dad. So I have 3 that could understand this. Lisa, Stacia, but I was kind of guided to Samantha too. Samantha, did you understand any of this? Ooh, Maddie too. There's a military connection here. So I know that there's also a military connection with this also. So I know that this is going to separate it. So sorry, my Facebook crashed. I didn't hear. Okay, it's okay. Lisa, Samantha. Okay, so let me write the names down because there's a lot of it. You can understand this. So I have Maddie, I have Stacia, and I have Lisa, and I wanted to go to Samantha for a second here. So this person would have been in the military connection. This person would have been in their 60s. They would have definitely had some issues with the heart, the lungs. I thought they were super healthy, and they make me feel that it would caught them off guard. Like you were healthy, you were definitely he did everything he could. He monitored himself. So I know that I'm looking at my watch and I'm taking my blood pressure. My was in the Army. Okay. So Stacia, you could understand this. Okay. And I know that the daughter is here. There's someone that's like a daughter to them that's present. But I kind of was guided a little bit to Samantha, but I want to continue to see. So Lisa, I'm going to put my glasses on to see this a little closer. Lisa, Arlene, I hope I'm saying that right. And I know that Samantha's computer crashed. So Samantha, keep listening. My dad was a runner, then started having memory and heart issues before passing. Okay. He's telling me that you guys have his tie. So no, you can't take it this. Okay, Samantha, stay there because I feel like I'm going to be coming to you. I feel like what's separating this is like, I have to say I have his tie. So I know I have his tie. I know that I have to talk about having his tie. I feel like it was just put away. I feel like it's in a really nice box. It has this blue and it has this gray color on it. And I feel like I'm putting it in a box and I'm keeping it in a drawer. So he's making me feel like someone just looked at it. Someone just had a Father's Day. They just opened it up and they have like a little pin of something of him. Either this is like a medal or some type of like pin that goes on the actual tie. So I have to acknowledge that as evidential piece as well. So we'll see where it separates. Hi, Carrie. Good evening. So let's see where it changes. We have Maddie, Lisa, and Stacia. Stacia, I know I heard happy birthday. So Stacia, because your dad was in here, I heard happy birthday. So I have to tell you happy birthday. Spirit's so intelligent, right? How about you, Lisa? Hi, Diane. Or Donna. Hi, Donna. There's just a little delay. Okay, so let me just unfold it more because what I'm getting with this is the sense that there was my grandpa. Okay, Lisa, would you understand having to make decisions where decisions have to be made because I feel like there was a breathing issue and some decisions had to be made? Okay, that's okay. Was it around 60 to 80 years old? Because that's the age I got. Wow, Lisa, you're coming in hot. I keep getting you, huh? Lisa Taylor, your family is really coming for you. Since, yes, that's really cool. Lisa Arlene, could you understand this? Yes, Lisa Taylor, you understand it. Okay, so I'm with two Lisas here, so I want to still unfold it. Yes, I can take the decisions and the age as well. So you guys are all taking it. I love this. Oh my gosh. Spirit is very intelligent. They're all coming in and they're rolling in with all y'all. Okay. And I know that the age was very vague because it's 60 to 80. So I know that was what I heard, 60 to 80. So I had to say it. So I'm gonna work with Lisa Arlene first. And I've done this before. So you guys hold up here and you're going to watch a flow here. See if Spirit can hold space. Hold up here. Let's see where we go. Lisa Arlen, when I come to you, I want to come to the chest. And I feel like If I come to you and grandfather steps forward, they say, thank you for taking care of me. When I come to your grandfather, I know that there was a breathing issue. I know that I would have had some walking issues. I know that I was almost not able to swallow, or there was like a choking sensation. I know with this grandfather, there would have been a tissue with a napkin where I would be coughing up. And so I definitely know Lisa Arlene is who I'm working with at this moment. I know when I come in, I was coughing, I had a handkerchief. I know that also at this point, it's like I kept a handkerchief in my pocket and I sat there with Levi's. I was very gentle. And I feel like at some point, either you had to like push him in a walker or some type of like, not walker, wheelchair. And I know when this person would go to the doctors, you would take him to get his medication, whether this was something to do with his breathing or whether this is something with asthma. I feel like I definitely had to get that medicine for him. I do also know that you would hold his hand and you would reassure him to let him know that he's okay. I also know that when he comes in, he says, thank you for the family for taking care of me. Tell your mother that I'm sorry because someone did not get to say goodbye or be there. I feel like I'm in the hospital and I got chills. So I know that I was in the hospital and I got goosebumps all of a sudden. And I know that it was like his medication. There was something about his medication. Either it wasn't taken properly or it was missed at some point, and he's taking responsibility, because I feel like sometimes, when we say, go have someone help you, let's do this. I definitely feel the sense that everyone was trying to manage his care. Oh, God bless you, Lisa. I'm so sorry. God bless you. I know that as he comes closer, I feel like there's a gratitude of family taking care of. And I feel like there's this like, I'm apologizing for not taking my medicine. So do you understand this? Because it's unfolding more. Would you understand not being able, I have to get the validation before we can move forward. If we go to mom and we acknowledge mom, because I felt grandfather was bringing mom forward, I feel like either you're acknowledging the diamond ring or the ring. I feel like I have to acknowledge the ring or the diamond ring with mom. And I feel like with her, my arms hurt. So I know that there was a discomfort in the shoulders. I also know there was some also tightness, some type of like stiff muscles and things like that. I feel that towards your mom. So yes, you understand. Thank you. Would you understand being unable to move and having to pick her up and lift her from the bed and to get her in the chairs and to help her mobility, because she makes me feel like, thank you, because you picked her up and you took care of her. Your mom, it's so interesting how your grandfather shows me that he's coughing, but your mom rubbed her nose or like had cleaned her nose out. So it's like I also had sniffles and allergies, but I feel like it's interesting because it's going to my sinuses in my eyes. So I know that I would have had some pressure, discomfort here in my front part of my face with her. I know speaking would have been very difficult for her at some point in her illness, because she's saying, please tell her that I love her. Please tell her that I'm sorry. I feel that the apology stepping forward by Casa, yes, it was her diamond ring was very special. Thank you. I do get the sense when she comes in, yes, sinus problems is the sense I get. It was all here is the sense I get. I also know it's like there's something here that comes in where I just want to say, please forgive me. The forgiveness comes in because it wasn't that she couldn't express herself. There was frustration in trying to express herself. So it was almost like I couldn't get through or I couldn't get the words down, but I feel like either somebody wrote something down. I feel like someone was trying to, like, when you're in the hospital, you write notes and they're like, show me this or you show me that. And I feel like either you were next to her and you were trying to write her notes, and I feel like you were trying to show her things, and I feel like I wanted to say thank you. I know a bird also comes close to you as her symbolic symbol. I also feel her will. Oh, God bless you. I know that the bird for her is like comes through as a symbolic symbol to you. I also know when you go outside your door, you can see the grass and the trees and there's some water nearby. She's very present holding your hand at that time. She says, look for me in the clouds because you look in the clouds. And I also know that you have her perfume or her scent, because I feel like I want to give you the scent or the perfume that she has. I also know there's something symbolic about a necklace that you have of hers. And I feel like you're the best mom in the whole wide world. So she's definitely called a sparrow for her. Oh, God bless you. Oh, God bless you. So I'm going to leave you with your grandfather's love, your mom's love, and I'm going to go to the next spirit spirit here that wants to step forward. Thank you for letting me bring them forward. Thank you, Spirit. And thank you, everyone, for holding space. And I want to go now to Stacia. Stacia, if you're here, if I can come back to you. Stacia, as I come to you, I know that your dad also would have talked about the heart. I know that your dad would have had the heart condition. I know that you also sat next to him because he's making me feel that you sat next to him. I know that, like when we mothers, we look to make sure our kids are asleep and we peek in and we close the door and we make sure that everything is quiet. But there is this gentleness about you, Stacia. And I'm getting chills about you coming and putting your head close to your dad's heart. And I could feel the emotion that comes to this. So I know that you were making sure that he, there was that breath and making sure that he was okay. And I know that you got very close to him, Stacia. I know that you kept him covered in a blanket, so you made sure he stayed warm. I know that the light, there was a little lamp next to him, and he would say, Dad, is this too bright for you? Because I feel like I'm definitely turning the lights down. They're showing me that this light has like that Tiffany antique light where it would have different colors coming through. So I'm getting the yellow that comes through really bright for you. And I feel like you're like telling the boys, shh, Grandpa's asleep, don't make any noise. And he thought that was super cool of you. Like how awesome are you? So I know that when he comes forward, he's uplifting you now because there's something that you're going through at this moment where you feel you need clarity. So I want to bring clarity to you, Stacia. I feel like if you're trying to decide what direction to go, just keep going forward. He says, just keep going forward. Your heart knows what's right. I feel there's an acknowledgement with Mom, and I feel like things will unfold naturally as it should. I feel when I come to you, your father is stepping forward. And yes, you understand this. Thank you. And I know as your father steps forward, he's acknowledging the dog. So I feel like there's a dog that's with you that you're concerned about. This is a bigger dog, a white dog, a shaggy dog. And I feel like there's healing coming to your dog. So please know that there's also healing coming in for your dog. There's also healing for you on your throat and within your eyes, because I feel when spirit comes close to you, I get the sense that it's about speaking up. So it's almost like you hold back because you don't want to upset people. And your dad's like, you're a woman, hear me roar. Like, go girl, you go girl. So your dad is just speak up, speak your truth and keep going. It's like, don't hold yourself back. Keep going, my love. Okay. So I'm going to leave you with your father's love. I know that also Maddie was in here. So Maddie, was it Madison, or let me see, let me go back to make sure, because I know that I said there was another Maddie. Maddie, are you here, Maddie? Because I want to come back to you. And if I come to you, I feel like Dad is acknowledging your mom. I also get this service as well. I know that when I come to you, Maddie, and I'm coming to your father as well, I know that the lungs, it was so big for you. So my guys are just going into the lungs of your father. And I know as they come closer to you, it's like you smell him. I don't know if he smokes cigarettes or cigars, but I also feel smoke comes close to you when you're connecting to him. He makes me feel that you have a t-shirt of his also. So I know that you've put his t-shirt away on the side of the door. So I know that you also, Madison, thank you, Gabi. Madison is here. So I know that either you have a t-shirt or you remember him in a t-shirt, because I have to say that there is I feel like this is a Dodgers or some type of baseball t-shirt. So I have to acknowledge the t-shirt as well. So I know, Maddie, when I come to you, I'm acknowledging his t-shirt. I know that it's so funny because all of a sudden, like, I'm going in the kitchen and I'm eating, no smoking. Okay, that's okay. Let me see where that smoke comes in, because I did get cigarettes or cigars. So I feel like I am getting like some type of smoke. And if this is more of like a healing energy, that's okay if you don't understand it. Do you understand the t-shirt? Because I want to validate the t-shirt, because that's very significant. And if you don't understand those two components, I might be moving on to the next person. So I'm just going to give her a second, y'all, for her to validate. Thank you, Stacia. Thank you, Lisa. I'm having a good day so far. Thank you. I have a great family, goddaughters in town spending the week with me. And we've been doing girl stuff. So it's been really nice. Thank you. Jill, thank you. I hope you have a good day, Jill. Thank you, Lisa. Hi, Lisa Poon. How are you? It's always nice to have girls around. I'm a mama of boys. Maddie, did you understand any of it? Because I have some t-shirts of his. Okay, I'm still with you. Okay, thank you. Okay, so when I come to you, Maddie, I don't know if you wear like flip-flops or chanclas or like whatever, but I feel like I want to come to you and I want to acknowledge like these chanclas, these flip-flops. Like I want to go. I know you live in Texas because I know you on a little level here from the lives and things like that. So I definitely want to come to you, and I feel like, put your chanclas on, put your feet up. I feel like he's telling me you either went through a picture or a video just recently, and there's a connection to August as well. So there's a connection to August as well. So I feel like either you're going through the pictures or you're going through his memory, like the memory, or replaying him, his picture or video. I feel like you're going to your phone and there's a picture of you and him. And I feel que linda, like, look at how beautiful you are. Like, you're my daughter. There's this proudness. I don't feel like he got to express that very much, but I feel like, I know that you have a significant relationship of another person. He gets your boyfriend's hand and he places your hand, and it's like almost like an honor of like, I do. So either you're getting married or there's this connection of wanting to make a stronger commitment. He's in honor of support of that. I feel like you think of this, or he's making me feel that you think of this like a father and daughter dance, because I want to put you in a wedding dress, and I feel like I'm having that father-daughter dance. So I know that in your heart you're either going to carry something of him when you get married. I also know that he will be very present, because he makes me feel that I'm present. He makes me feel that there is a communion of two people. I feel like a little girl. He's acknowledging this little girl in this little white dress, and I feel like either this is you. So I feel like almost like going back to like remembering when you do your communion or your your sacraments in some way, because I feel like this is something to do like quinceañera or something like that. So he's taking me to a memory in reference to this that you he remembers you in as well. I do know, Maddie, when I come to you as well, it's like upliftment. So a lot of blues coming in. So you're heavily protected. So I don't know if you're concerned with this, but the blue is like a cooling energy that comes through. It's a cooling feeling. Communion. Thank you. Okay. So I feel like he's acknowledging this and how you think of him. But I also feel that when you're thinking of getting married or when you go into the next level of commitment, he will also be there, because this is something you think of. It's like that song, there's an oldie song that comes in and it's very gentle. I get the sense that the gentleness is like when you get married, it's like the father and daughter dance. And it's like, I want to hold your hand. And it's like, touch the sky. I don't know why I'm singing these lyrics, but I feel like there's this like, I'm touching the sky. I hold your hand and we walk together. We fly together and we move together. So there's this definite dance. Yes, there's this dance and waltz that comes in for you in memory of him being with you at your side when you get married. So please know, if this is something that you're working through or healing, he is acknowledging this and he's going to be part of that for you. So I'm going to leave you with your father's love. And I thank you so very much just for letting me bring him forward just that bit for you. Thank you, 3 of you, because all the daddies wanted to step up. I don't think I missed anyone else when it came to the those that confirmed who can see that, but I definitely am grateful for each and everyone for holding space. And I thank you guys for just continuing to be here and letting the messages flow for you guys. Please let me know who's still in here. Let's see who's here. Thank you, Lisa, for the love. Thank you so kindly for being here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And you guys can always find me on Fridays on SPTV at 10 and 6 p.m. UK time. So, and of course, now I'm on Derek's page on Wednesdays at 11. So I'm here on Thursdays, Wednesday there. Spirit's like, girl, just give your hour. You're good. You're good. So I'll be live tomorrow with my girl, Raven Adams, and we're going to do some oracle cards, talk about how Spirit's working with us. It's been really cool. It's been really fun. So Lisa tomorrow, and I'll be live tomorrow on SPTV, and then back Wednesday on Derek's page, and Thursdays here on FindMeAMedium. So Spirit has me working overtime and I'm loving it. So thank you, Spirit. And thank you all for being here. I think it sounds like my dad's going to take my hand, vested in cigar, except for, heart, and I have a picture with him. Yes. Oh, let's go to the cigar with my dad, and my dad smoked cigars. This is Myra. The thing sounds like my dad's going to take my hand. So Myra, you could understand that too. Okay. You know what's really cool? I find that when we are in the spirit world, we all come. They know all the daddies come. They're all holding space. Have you ever gone into a gallery and you're like, that sounds like my grandma? Your grandma's right next to you. You are open to receive. They come close to you. We're all holding space for that frequency and vibration for spirit to come in. And how you commune with them is for you. So if anyone is in here and you felt it in your heart, I could take that. Please know we're all communing together for the higher, greater of love and spirit, that frequency, that vibration, that healing. So yeah, definitely take that. And I remember going into different galleries and going into different workshops, and I would be in awe, and I would sit there and never, God bless, I never would imagine that I got to do this and be here, and it's an honor. And sitting with all the intelligence of spirit and mediums, there's that frequency and energy that just touches and inspires you. So I hope you guys enjoy that. I hope you're getting that. I hope you're receiving that. Okay, let's go into some cards. Who wants a card? God bless you. Let's go into some cards because you guys took me into the spirit world. Let's go. I look to my phone because I can see your names. It's interesting because the phone has a stronger, like a quicker connection. Great to see you. Edwina, thank you so much for being here. Okay, I'm going to go to Lisa Poulin really quick. Lisa Poulin, I'm going to come to you, and I feel like I'm going to pull a card. I got the sun, baby. So it's like, you know, when sometimes we're going through things, the sun comes in like, you are my sunshine, my only sunshine. So I want to give you the sun. I want to give you magic. So the magic and kindness. So it's like when you are going through things, the magic just comes. I want to bring you that love. I want to bring you that healing. So I want to bring in that energy for you. I feel like when I come to you, Lisa, I know that you have a new platform and I know that you're holding space for spirit, but I also want to say good job because I don't feel that I want to give you support. I want to bring support from spirit world. I want to bring in more support to you. I want to bring more angel wings to you, like not more angel wings, but I want to bring that angelic energy to you because I feel like spirit world really wants to come in to push it. So it's like, you know, like when we go into this vision and it starts and it's like it's taking off, it's going, but I really want to give you that frequency of vibration to push it to the next level. So it's like expansion. I want to give you expansion for you, Lisa. I definitely want to bring that for you. You're welcome. And when I come to you, I definitely feel like there was a loss of some grief that you were experiencing. There was this gentleman that comes forward, and I know that this is like a gentleman of a father who would wear a suit, and this suit is like brown. It has like, it's almost like this wool feeling, and I get really hot with him. So I know his energy is like really like present, strong. I feel like he was someone who would work really hard because all of a sudden my hands feel like I need to move my hands. I know that I would be someone to be moving things out of the way. So I know that when I connect this way, I know that I feel like it's almost like if there's anything in your way, let's say spiritually, like if the path has been restricted, it's like he's moving these restrictions out of your way. Boom. Spirit world, all y'all, you know, they're coming in to remove what's in the way. Boom, like the heavy load. Because he makes me feel like he was someone who would work. He was someone that would connect. And he makes me feel like he would also build. So I feel like I'm moving these blocks, these restrictions, these boulders, whatever this is. Like I feel like that's what he did for work, like construction, moving heavy, lifting heavy. I also feel like if I needed to do it, like go into like a Bob a Builder truck, like one of those old school construction tractors or something, I feel like I definitely get a connection to that as well. But I also know when I connect to them, I had a photo. Oh, how pretty. Oh, wow. I know also for him, as I connect to him, he's like, you go, girl. You don't let no one stop you. You keep going. You do what you got to do. He's got your hand and he's pulling you out of whatever you're going through. He's pulling you out of it. It's like you're so anchored. He's pulling you and taking you to that next level. I feel it's very white. It's very vibrant. And I feel like this is also, and I don't know where you do this at, but I feel like I want to give you like a community, a church, or a place to commune, because I feel like I want to give you a place to commune. I feel like either there's groundbreaking. I feel like you're either going to have your own space to do this. And I feel like you have this big vision that's going to expand and go around the world. So I feel like you got this message around January, full chills. And so I know that in reference to this community, I feel spirit is coming in to support you and help open up the pathways for you for that. So this gentleman is definitely connecting to help you. I feel this feels more like a father, but I also know that you have two other people on the spirit world that are stepping forward, and they thank you because you do the work in their honor. Whether this is somebody who would have gone through some type of mental health or some type of depression, I feel like you have stepped up to bring grief, awareness to grief, awareness to taking care of thyself, and also trust the journey. Trust the journey is what I hear. So please know that I definitely want, I got chills again. So please know that spirit is definitely helping you. I also know as he comes closer, he says, thank you for taking care of me, because there was a period of time where he could not feed himself. So I'm having some type of soup. I'm having some type of light broth in some way. I feel like it soothed his body, because I feel like soothing the body was very significant. It was like really making sure he got the nutrients. I feel like, maybe his bones and his hands were maybe, from all the work, it was like he was such a hard worker. And I get the sense that he's got this silver hair. I feel like he's got a really nice skin. He's got these beautiful eyes. They're really squinting. I could really feel into him really, really close right now as he comes closer. He puts a little blanket of protection over you. I feel as he comes in, it's like if you're trying to go on a cruise or on a boat, like I definitely want to take you on that cruise. I definitely want to take you on a little vacation. So if November comes around and you have an opportunity to travel, it's like, do it. I say, do it, girl. Take the break when you're ready. Keep it going. And when the time is right, you'll see everything unfold. So let the magic unfold. Don't try to control it, okay? Spirit is with you. And I'll leave you with his love. And I thank you so much for letting me bring him forward for you. Look at this. You can't make this up. It's all about the community, babe. Keep doing it. Keep doing it for spirit, for the love, and for the community. God bless. And if anybody wants to jump in, Veronica Jenkins just put in the StreamYard link. It's so, grief is so hard. And it's interesting because I have so many different layers of grief. And I just sit in there and I respect, the connection I have with my mom and just different loved ones. And there's no easy way to go through it. And so when you're in it, here's the energy card. Embrace it, feel into it. For me, that's what I do. And I give gratitude for the love that comes closer when I get to feel into my loved ones. And it's hard. I have good days and I have bad days, but I'm grateful to have this. Have you accepted? It comes in waves. Yes, it comes in waves. It definitely does. And when it comes in waves, it's like you just really bring in the killing colors, right? Look at that. And that's all we can do is just really, well, not all we can do, but for me, that's what I do is I feel into it. And I go into that healing place. I go into trance healing with Libby Cook or, all the other mediums that offer such beautiful services. And you come together as a community for spirit. And you're reminded of the good times, and you're reminded of the love shared and the memories that you get to experience. And it's tough. So I love that they come in to remind you of the goodness. And I love how they come in to bring in you that healing and love. And also to give you that message of like encouragement, inspiration. Okay, someone's coming in. Let's go. Hello, Michael, Christopher. Thank you for joining. Yeah, Stacia. Yeah. I'm so sorry, Donna. I think I'm real now. I clicked on something. Hello, Deborah. Hello, Sheila. I'm good, Michael. Thank you. Thank you for asking. It's all beautiful, right? Thank you, Lisa. Jen. You have a mother on the other side, Jen? Because I feel like I have a lady stepping forward. This is someone who would have battled some form of cancer or illness. I feel this woman comes in and she's like trying to speak her words. I feel she used her fingers to point quite a bit for things. So I feel like it's like I want to reach out for help. I feel like you're like getting her things because she couldn't reach them. So there's this woman that's stepping forward who feels very much like a mom to me. Lots of love coming in. Yes, Jen, you understand this. Thank you. I also feel like when this woman comes in, it's all about like the tablecloths. Like I would have had the tablecloth laid out. I felt like I had my table taken care of. I would have had a little sugar on the table. I wanted to make sure I had coffee. It was like you had a routine. You made her eggs and you were like sitting with her, bacon. Like breakfast was really important. So when she comes closer, she makes me feel like you really had a great bond over breakfast or conversation. I felt like you had a routine. You had your legs crossed and you connected to her, and you put the TV on and you're just like watching her. So it was like you would sit at the table and she would be in front of the TV and you would kind of watch her to make sure she was okay. I also feel like you would make sure she had some magazines or something like this. Either she was in the hospital at some point, because I feel like you would go there as well. And I feel like you would just watch everybody and everything that would happen. And you would check her and you would ask, there's something about her temperature or like her vitals that you would go in and you would say, okay, what's your vitals today? Okay, did she walk today? Did she move, or did she move her body? So you were very present, is the sense I get with her, because she's making me feel like you were concerned for her in that sense. This is what I'm getting for you, Jen. I'm with you, Jen. Jen McDonald. There's a bracelet of some sort that you have of hers, because she's making me feel that you have a bracelet. You put it away. You don't wear it. I feel like it's definitely in some type of like drawer. I feel like you have a little chest or some type of like box that you put her things in. So I know that you would have had. I was concerned was difficult. Yeah, I feel like you have her things in a box, and I feel like either you go through it and you go through her things, and you were just looking at some photos, and I feel like I have to watch. Okay, and I feel like you were just looking at her photos, and I feel like these photos you were just looking at, because she's making me feel there's a gentleman, which is either your father, because I feel like I have to acknowledge your father in this photo with her next to it. I feel like there's a vehicle behind you. I feel like those old school 70 pictures, like you guys are outside and everybody's standing out there by the car and they're like taking a picture in front of the house, because that's the picture she's bringing forward to me. Would you understand this? Yes, there's a picture like that. So that's what she's bringing forward. So this is her being with you at the moment. Like for me, I feel like you're going through the evidential piece. I feel like she's taking me to some type of like hutch where she has all her little teapots and her teacups and things like this, because she's making me feel like either you just cleaned it or you just took care of it. And it's like you're trying to think of changing things up with your sister and you and your mom. I feel like she's telling me that you're thinking of changing her things up. So if there's something here about moving some of her teapots or teacups and things like that, and you're going to put pictures in it, she's like, perfectly fine. Like if you're wanting to make that, perfectly fine. You do what you got to do. And she sits there with her arms closed and she just watches you. She's got a very stern look to her. So she's got a serious look. Her personality is very like, I'm watching you. So I love how she comes in with her personality as well. I get the sense that she would be somebody who would sit there and play bingo. So I feel like either I'm doing bingo as well, because I feel like I have a marker in my hand and I'm like bingoing out things. I also feel like when I come to her, this makes me feel like I was in some type of rest home setting or some type of care facility, because I feel like I'm sitting there and I'm watching this. I'm like watching all the other people. Yes, she watched, but not say much. Yeah, that's how I feel like I'm watching you. But she had that stern look. So this is her watching you guys go through the things, is a sense I get. And I feel like she did that with other people too, not just you. I also feel like she did that as well. Oh, God bless you. Yes, because I feel that she's taking me to the hospital and she's making me feel like she would be in some type of facility care. Like I'm out there trying to play bingo. I'm watching everybody. But you have to know that what I'm hearing is you did the right thing. I feel it was definitely something that she was going through. She takes me to the month of July and June. So I know that there's some significance in reference to June and July. I know that November is also a very significant month for you and your family as well. And she wants you to take care of yourself. You know, if you have to make an appointment, doctor appointments, things like that, please do so. Please also know that it was her time, is a sense I get, because she makes me have that sensation. It was her time. I feel it was a very peaceful thing for her. I feel like a lot of healing, a lot of prayer. Thank you, Jen. And I feel like you have this angelic touch. You have that connection to spirit. And I definitely feel that you also brought her in healing. So I feel thank you. Yes. I feel like you brought her healing and comfort to her legs. You brought her healing and comfort to her spine, the lower base of her spine. And I feel like the back of my neck or like the head, she was just kind of like, I look at her and I see her like kind of going to the side. So she kind of turns her back to the side and she says, thank you for taking care of me. Thank you for loving me. And I feel like you gave her, there was just something about an opportunity. And thank you for giving me the opportunity to be your mother. It's like an honor. It was hard. Yeah, she was in a, yeah. She makes me feel that feeling very, very significant of like medicine or, a behavior. But that's okay because she's giving gratitude because you gave her a second chance. So she's saying, thank you for giving me the second chance and opportunity to love you again. So she does acknowledge that. You did a beautiful job in taking care of her. So I thank you all for just holding space. Thank you all for joining me here with Veronica and Find Me a Medium. You can find me here every Thursday at 10 o'clock, holding space. I love how all of you came in with all your ways of bringing things back to alignment so we can stay in the glow, right? It doesn't mean we're never out of the glow. It doesn't mean that. It just means we're making the subtle changes and the shifts back to that I feel good moment, right? So thank you, Jen, for letting me bring forward your mom. Thank you guys for being here so very much. It's an honor. And I'm going to leave you with a card for us collectively. Spiritual guidance. Spiritual guidance. Be open to the spiritual guidance. Be open to the spirit world and allow them to come closer. Where your heart will be filled with lots of gold and lots of yellow. They come closer with the beautiful white in the turquoise and green. And they're just coming closer for you as they hold your hand as we are united as one. Give them time and give them space. Everything is in divine order, they say. We work together to come together as a community for the higher, greater of spirit and love. Thank you, they say. And so don't forget to follow Aaron Harris. He'll be on at 9 p.m. UK time, 1 p.m. PD time, which is California time. It is an honor to be of service to spirit. Have a great day, guys. And don't forget to follow me tomorrow on SPTV at 6 p.m. with Raven. Bye, guys.